Business owners claiming you got so much business funding knowing it's just a merchant cash advance or some sort of credit card stacking trick is not a flex. If you notice, some of these bad business funding gurus online talk about how much money they can get you funded, but they never tell you that it's a merchant cash advance that sometimes require a daily or weekly repayment plan. You get the money today, but 6 months later, your business is dead. Then you have what's called credit card stacking, which requires you to apply for all of these credit cards and then withdraw some of the cash from them. I actually came across a video stating that when you're credit card stacking, you should not use American Express because they make you pay the balance back in full. Isn't that the whole purpose of using a credit card? How are you getting funding for your business and investing into your business if you're not paying it back in full and you're paying 30% interest? That is stupid. Make things even worse, some of these business funding gurus are actually charging you a fee for getting your business in so much bad debt. Look, there's good and bad people in every industry. If you do need business funding, make sure you contact somebody that is actually smart and that can set up your business to grow and not drown yourself in business debt.
You would always want to be on the side of having good credit.
You think it pays to have good credit. For those of you who tune in to the It Pays to Have Good Credit podcast, you guys know I hate a lot of these misleading bad gurus that are in the financial industry. And that is one thing that I even hate myself, about being in the credit repair industry, because there's so many bad credit repair people. There's people that's not even registered businesses. These are people that's all over Instagram and TikTok claiming that they can help you fix your credit. They're charging fees that are not in compliance with the laws we're required to follow as credit repair organizations. But as a business owner, and then of course I have social media, just like any of you other guys who may be, you own your own business, or you may have social media. You see a lot of these gurus who are in finance telling you they can help you get business funding, and a lot of times this is a trap. Every one of my clients who's trying to start a business or they have a small business, they call me, they email me, they talk to me directly every single time, and the one thing they have questions about: hey Chris, how do I get business credit? Hey Chris, how do I get business funding? I need some money so I can invest into marketing, invest into some inventory, invest in supplies, merchandise, whatever the case is, anything to help their business grow. Now look, I understand it takes money to make money. I understand that. Just like I understand if you use a credit card correctly, it is going to pay off. If you use it incorrectly, you're going to put yourself down a deep hole, right? So I understand there's good and there's also bad of certain products and certain things. So don't get me wrong here. This episode isn't to talk about all of these products and claim they're completely bad. This episode is to just bring awareness to a lot of my clients who tune in to watch or listen to these episodes and educate themselves on the bad people and some of these good people that's out there in the business funding space. Look, I'm in credit repair. I have nothing to do with business funding. I don't even assist my clients with anything business related. I can guide them and educate them on it. But look, I stick to personal credit. So I don't, this episode isn't to bash anyone or try to cause any sort of competition, because I am not in business funding. I don't care about business funding. But when it comes to things that are misleading in the financial space, I have to make an episode on it. So there's really, I want to say maybe two most common methods of business funding in 2026. So you have these guys who are advertising they can get you $100,000, 0% interest. Look, guys, let's face it. You got 0% financing on cars, but there's a trick to it. And I used to work in car sales. For those who may not be, familiar with the podcast here, look at it this way. For a new vehicle, let's say if I went out to a GMC dealership and I looked at a new GMC Denali Sierra, right? They're going to have two options, okay? One option is going to be the new sales price minus new car rebates, okay? Or they're going to have to where I can finance the truck and I can get 0% financing, for example. Now, they're not going to give me the truck for $60,000 minus $10,000 in rebates and finance the truck at 0% interest, I have to pick or choose, right? It's either I can finance the truck at 60 grand and finance it at 0%, or I can take the $60,000 truck, take the 10 grand in rebates and finance $50,000 at what? 6, 7, 8%, whatever the rates are going. So, a lot of things are misleading. No bank is going to give you all of this money for free and give you 0% interest. Now, same thing with a business loan. There's no true source for a 0% business funding loan, okay? This is what they're referring to. A lot of these gurus are stating, hey, get your credit right. You can apply for a credit card in your business name that has 0% financing or 0% interest on it for the first 12 to 18, maybe the first 2 years, year and a half, whatever the case is. So one, you're just swiping your card, you're swiping plastic, using plastic, and you can buy a bunch of your inventory on that card, right? Technically, it is 0%. Now, it's in your business name, it's funding, whatever the case is. I get that. That is great. Guys, listen, I built my business using a credit card when I was working in car sales, and I didn't have all the money to, dump my money into advertisement and things like that. I used a 0% personal credit card at the time because I always had great credit, and that's how I funded my business initially. Nothing is wrong with that. However, things are a little bit misleading, right? So moving forward, credit card stacking is the method of getting all of these credit cards, $20,000 card here, $10,000 card here, $35,000 card here. And eventually, if you apply for all of these credit cards at once before all of these hard inquiries start popping up, because I think it takes an hour or so before the hard inquiry shows up in another bank system or whatever the case is. So if you submit all of these applications within the same period and you can get approved for them all at once, just like if you go out and buy a car, you can get multiple vehicles at once before it's shown on your credit report and they subtract your DTI and things like that. Same thing with a credit card. So these people are making you credit card stack to get all of these cards. And the logic is you can withdraw the cash if you want to, which I don't understand why would you do that, because I'm sure you have a cash advance fee. But even if that's 0% too, sure, I'm not sure. I've never done that. Didn't have to do that. I don't know why you would want to take cash off a credit card unless you want to flex online, or if you want to go even further and purchase more things for your business, from vendors who may charge a credit card fee, then you can take the cash off the credit card and avoid the credit card fee. But we all know you guys aren't doing that. So moving forward, a lot of these people are advertising credit card stacking, but what they fail to realize, people get themselves in so much debt that they don't pay it off before the 0% interest bonus or intro bonus is over, right? They run up $100,000 in credit card debt for their business. And guess what? A year later, when that 0% is over, that 30% interest will kick in. Trust me, it is going to absolutely drain a business financially, paying 30% interest on any credit card debt, right? So that's my whole opinion with credit card stacking. The next thing is merchant cash advance. Absolute worst thing to do for your business if you're not smart, right? So a merchant cash advance are pretty much these small lenders, right? Or banks. They pretty much approve you based off of your monthly bank statements for your business or your monthly revenue. If you make $50,000 a month in sales, technically they can give you $50,000, or they can go 1 to 2 times your monthly sales. So if you make $20,000 a month, they may be willing to give you $20,000 to $40,000 a month, and you must pay it back within 6 months, 8 months, or 12 months, right? It's a very short-term thing. And some of these merchant cash advances, you have to repay it daily or on a weekly basis. There's some people paying $2,000 per week in merchant cash advances. It is absolutely a deal breaker in your business. You will drain your business to the ground with a merchant cash advance, especially if you're pulling a lot of money out of that thing, right? So I don't really agree with it. Now, here's the thing. There's going to be 1 or 2 people out of 1,000 that's going to argue the fact that they use a merchant cash advance and they were able to dump money in advertisement. They were able to dump money into merchandise, inventory to grow their business. business, and the return on it has grown far past the interest they have paid on it. I get that, and don't get me wrong, the merchant cash advances, they may not be too harsh on interest. I think what killed most businesses is the fact that it's daily repayments. So some of these businesses are paying, $200 a day, for this money, or some are even paying $2,000 a week if it's a weekly repayment schedule, right? So, if you're taking out a $20,000 or $15,000 loan, you have to pay back $25,000, right? Or whatever the case is, 20 to 25 grand, you're probably spending $1,500, $2,000, a month in that, on a smaller scale. But a lot of these bigger guys, they're taking out $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 cash advances. And, they're paying thousands per week for this money. And that is just a deal breaker. So a lot of these people are gurus or fake gurus in the business funding space that claim they can get you all of this funding. They don't talk about the repayment plans. They don't tell you how much interest you're paying. So look, like I said, there's good and bad people. There's good and bad products. There's good and bad situations of everything. Not every good product is going to lead to a good situation. You can take a good product and it can absolutely be a disaster. You can take, anything in life, and it can do you good or it can do you bad. So this episode isn't to bash business funding products or business funding people. The only true business funding source there is, or any type of SBA loan, where it is a long-term repayment plan, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. Those type of fundings are things that you as a business owner want to go after. A lot of times those repayment options are very low, or low risk or low cost, so you can grow your business on a comfortable level. Don't sink your business and put yourself in a merchant cash advance, some type of payday loan for your business, because that is crazy. You're going to kill yourself. And same thing with credit card stacking. Guys, I came across this video, and I'm going to add this before I end this episode. I came across this episode or this video on Instagram under my Sturgis Credit Repair page. And this guy was pretty much like, hey, he did the little this or that game that's going very viral all over TikTok and stuff now, where there's 10 options on the screen and you rank it from lowest to highest or best to worst. And it got the red, yellow, green bars next to it. You guys know what I'm referring to. But his video was like best credit cards for credit card stacking and funding and things like that, or getting funding for 100K and things like that. And he went over Capital One, said it's good, went over Wells Fargo, all of these other things. And then he came across Amex and he said, American Express, nah, garbage. I don't like them. They make you pay the balance in full every month. And my mind just exploded. If you're a responsible financial business owner, if you're using credit cards, the goal is to use your card for what you can pay off in 30 days. Why would you get mad that they make you pay the balance in full? That's not really a flex, right? Because if you don't pay it in full, that's telling us you don't want to pay this balance in full every month. That's why you hate American Express. So you want to pay 30% credit card APR versus no interest at all by paying it off in full, right? So, I get the whole idea with credit card stacking. You want to try and apply for credit cards that are 0% interest for the first year, and then you don't have to worry about paying the balance in full. You can just make a minimum payment. I get that. But the fact that you're like, all American Express cards are trash because they make you pay the balances in full, regardless business owner, you're not a business owner, just let's take it down a notch to the personal level. So you're telling me you hate those cards because you have to be a responsible adult and pay it off in full. When I heard that, I'm like, man, these are the people that are teaching you how to get funding for your business, right? These people are crazy. We live in a debt society. We live in a interest society. We live in a monthly payment society, right? We live in a Ozempic society where people want fast results, but they don't want to do the work. You know, nothing against Ozempic people. I'm just referring that to, you know, working hard and, you know, financial stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna end this episode with this because I think this is the worst part. These business funding gurus, at least the bad people, the good people, they get a commission off of whatever amount that you get approved for when it comes to underwriting and the loan amount and things like that, or their lending company pays them a commission because, you know, whatever interest you're going to pay eventually is going to be more than the commission that they're going to pay their salespeople. But that's how, you know, normal loan people get paid, right? Just like mortgage loan officers, they get paid a certain percent of the mortgage. That's because the interest on the mortgage, you're probably paying the commission, you know, for your loan officer within the first 3 months of your mortgage. So, I mean, that's how that works out. It is what it is. It's life. But these people that's teaching you business funding and making you enroll into their course, if they can get you approved for a credit card or any type of credit card stacking, they're going to charge you a fee and make you pay them thousands of dollars because they told you which credit cards to apply for. That is just stupid, right? It's just insane. Or if they can get your business in a bunch of bad debt with some merchant cash advance, they make you pay them, right? So not the company that the merchant cash advance is through, but you have to come out of your pocket and pay them. My thing is, how are they getting paid? How do they trust their mentees, or, you know, I guess they're calling themselves mentors? How do they trust that these people go and apply for a credit card? They don't have a system to track this stuff. It's just like somebody coming to me and say, hey, Chris, which credit card should I get? And I said, well, based on your credit, you can get approved for the secure credit card. Hey, look, by the way, if you get approved, throw me $500 because I told you which card to get approved for. That's what they're doing. It's just crazy. So, you know, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If you guys own a business, small business, and you're interested in business funding, go to SBA route. Try not to put yourself in merchant cash advance. You know, credit card stacking, I agree with it. If you have a plan and it's 0% interest cards and you can have that money paid off before you start paying 30% on all of these balances that you have on your card. But outside of that, guys, stay safe, be smart. Don't get yourself in the trash can. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. If you wish to be a guest on our podcast, visit SturgisCreditRepair.com and click the podcast page to schedule an episode. If you need help with your credit, you can also sign up at SturgisCreditRepair.com and start your free trial today.
Sturgis Credit Repair. Sturgis Credit Repair. If you want a new house, call us.